This is my third video walking. I didn't really say a whole lot on the other two. I didn't have anything to say. Didn't have anything to say, really. I mean, see that? Hey. Almost saw a kid get run over just now, didn't we? I don't know if you saw it. I don't know if the camera was pointing to it. Everybody's got their little yard and their little space and their little routine and their little cue box and their little life, and most are not even aware that any kind of system that man makes is a box. But God allows man to do it. Now think about this. I got something to talk about now. I was just going to say, hey, I appreciate everybody's support. And I got to start on a book, and I got to pay off some stuff and work real hard, try to pay off a house and get some stuff done. The internet was a fractal. I learned a lot about situations and people. Don't be mad at anybody. Don't be bitter. Don't judge. Just let it all go. Most of it wasn't real anyway. Our perceptions out there towards others was not real, and their perception towards you was not real. None of it was really real. So anyway, God lets man make systems, right? God made man in his image, so man wants to create a system of some kind, right? So God is letting mankind create systems that end up failing. They fail. The financial system fails. Education system fails. The government ruling people, it fails. You see China saying Trump saying, get your people right, China, and China saying, get your people right. I remember that. XI, however you say that, she, XI, she was telling Trump, your people are rebellion and your country's in rebellion. Trump saying, your people are not doing right. Trying to rule a nation with governors and magistrates and all that. So God lets man create his own systems until he realizes he's a failure. If you think about Israel, God pulled Israel out of Egypt, slavery, tried to teach them in the wilderness how to rule properly. And it always went back to the heart. You know, when there was sin in the camp, there was a curse. You know, they had to get the sin out of the camp, you know. All that to bring in the age of grace, you know. Jesus fulfilled the law and the prophets and brought grace. Apostle Paul went third heaven, came back, said, hey, forgive one another. Because everybody's got these programs that's running. Like this dog up here, he's running on a program. You can hear him barking. Let's see if that cat's still up here. Most people are running on programs. I don't know if I recorded this in that last video, but I've been meditating about the online stuff. A lot of these prank stuff are not healthy. Whether it's a fake or real, I don't know, but if it's real and a couple's pranking each other all the time, that's not healthy. Really unfold that and you'll see what I'm talking about. Meditate on it. It's not healthy to prank somebody all the time. It's just not healthy. So God allows man to make systems, and they all fail, and they all turn into abuse and corruption, and there's always somebody trying to get over on somebody else. So this thing is culminating to a point where once the church is raptured out, they've got all the systems in place to bring in the 666, right? They're building these systems. They're waiting on the rapture because the church restrains right now. As long as the church is here, there's a restraining force. So they're building all these systems. You know, you think it's all disconnected, but they're all connected. Elon's doing about 5 or 6, and Facebook's got their system, YouTube. These systems are in place. The financial, the Bitcoin, they're building these systems so when the rapture takes place, they can implement the 666, and man is trying to control this reality and bring it into peace. They're trying to do it with a machine man. They're trying to force people to walk in the Spirit without the Spirit. The social credit scores, all that stuff. If you look at all the data points, these higher ups are being told what to do, probably by some demon or something, and they're trying to get everybody in place. So once the rapture takes place, peace, peace, then sudden destruction. Now, even if you don't believe in the rapture, you can still see that they're trying to bring in the 666 and go in an agreement. All the wars and rumors of wars and all the nations fighting, and it's all working together. You can't fight it because it's already written in the Bible. It's already scripted. There's no reason to get stressed out and try, we got to fight the 666. You can't fight it because the Bible, you can fight it in your own life, and you can open it up. You can tell other people what's going on. The energy of the flesh is a failure every time. So if you don't marry a spirit-filled person, you're going to have trouble. And if you marry a spirit-filled person in the family, their family's all in your business, you're going to have trouble. If two people get married, that's a new thing. If they've got the in-laws, either side, all in the marriage, it's going to cause confusion and trouble. Because you run your house different than your mama, your daddy, your mother-in-law, your father-in-law, your sisters, your brothers. You run your house different. You know? Pepsi runs their corporation different than Coca-Cola. Burger King runs theirs different than McDonald's. You run your house different. That house runs their house different. And if you try to make a carbon copy of somebody else's house, are you really being led by the Spirit? No, you're just following some kind of program. You're not even aware of what's going on in your own home. And yeah, it's going to bring some sparks and tension, because when two people decide, hey, we're going to do our thing, other people are used to the old paradigm. And that's why I said in that other video, Abraham and Sarah left their country and moved to another place. started new. And that's, you start new every day, to be honest with you. You start new every day. And so if you really want to understand what's going on, every day's a new day. You can't live in the old paradigm that was yesterday. And when I say yesterday, it might be last year or 6 months ago or whatever. Or even when you were a child or under somebody else's house. Even people who've been divorced and they get married again. It's a new paradigm. You can't look back to the old paradigm. If you're still hanging on to those patterns, it'll never work. That's why second marriages fail more than the first. And statistic-wise, I think the first marriage is 60% failure. Second marriage is 70, 80%. Third marriage seems to be the one that lasts longest. People, and you can't really be judgmental or legalistic because people don't even know who they are when they're young. You don't even know what this place is. And so you either grow together or you grow apart. And that's the way it is. Don't beat yourself up. Don't beat anybody else up. Let them do their thing. Let them learn on their own. Get up every morning and let it all go. Let the past go. You can start a new life anytime you want. You're not obligated to be tied to some liar, some thief, some narcissist, some system, some corporation that's abusing you. You're not obligated to be tied to nothing except for Jesus and the truth. You can sell anything, you can move somewhere else, you can do anything you want. But the problem is, no matter where you go, it's the same trouble. So if you can figure out how to fix it where you're at, whatever it is, you're better off just staying where you're at and fixing it. And if it's not fixable, move on and learn from those mistakes and don't repeat the same stuff over and over. I got a lot of chairs back there, and that guy up there had a lot of stuff going on in his backyard. A lot of people are in the backyard nowadays, it looks like. Hanging out in the backyard. Anytime you get a group of people, it turns into like a cultish thing. People start following certain mannerisms and body language and all that, and patterns. If you ever get in that situation, you've got to do some fasting and prayer that you don't fall into it. I promise you, they don't even know when you get around a bunch of people, they don't even know they're in the hive. What's going on with football? I don't watch football. What's going on with basketball? I don't watch it. I don't watch sports. What's going on with this? I don't do politics. What do you do? I just meditate I just bring down from the ether new truth that no preacher's ever talked about. God showed it to me. See that dog's running on a program. But he's got his tail wagging. Why is his tail wagging? If you can see the body language in a dog, if you can see the body language in animals, you can see the body language in a person. Find your niche and just do it. Find your niche and just get it done if that's what you want to do. Don't let anybody force you into something that's not your niche. We'll get me some food. I did 3 videos. The first 2 I'm not going to upload, so I don't know if I've said this in this video, but MCT oil and extra virgin olive oil, 1 teaspoon every morning. That's what I'm doing, and it's all a big difference. I can't give medical advice, but I can tell you that it'll change your life. Do the research yourself. Extra virgin olive oil, 1 teaspoon. MCT oil, multi-chain triglycerides, 1 teaspoon of each in the morning. See what happens. You'll be shocked. You'll be shocked.